Hello everybody, welcome back to the Red Canto YouTube channel. Today we are doing episode 2 of the Danganronpa New World Order prologue. Last time we left off, we had talked to Phoenix, who is my favorite character right now. I love the McDonald's thing that he has going on, and then the stupid crates of hippos. I don't know, I just find him funny. And then, after that, we have, what is it? Eden, the ultimate psychic, Sigmund, the ultimate philosopher, and the ultimate protagonist, which is me, Blaze, the ultimate teacher. Ultimate protagonist. Really? Okay, anyways. So, also last time we left off, we saw this girl. And I'm curious about what she is and who she is. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So, I wonder what voice she's going to have. Maybe, I don't know. Hello. She seems to be in a trance of sorts. Are we interrupting something? Oh, hold up. Volume's too low. Not at all. For every god that decrees that I must do this, there are another 5 that would allow me to stop at any time. Who am I, you might be wondering? That too is a sacred question, born of existentialism and easily answered by a myriad of faiths.
Interesting.
I see your devotion is as unimpeachable as ever. Oh, Levitica? But of course. I'll be fine with the literal answer if that's okay.
You ask of the name whispered by the Lord to my parents and passed unto me.
Oh, it's like a deeper voice. You asked the name, You asked the name whispered by the Lord to my parents and passed on to me.
That would be Levitica. To the humble flock, I am known as the ultimate missionary.
Oh my god. The ultimate missionary is something that I've wanted for so long now. I know there was Angie with Aratua in the main game, but I was going to make a top 5 list of the top ultimate talents I want. This was going to be number 1. I just like the idea of someone that's like an advocate for all sorts of faiths. And like someone that could like tell tales of like other religious things, like through an anthropological lens, like Korekio. Oh my god, I love this. Oh my god. Levitica, I love you. Oh my god, that's great. Missionary? Does anyone here speak normally, for crying out loud? Surely, but there is one definition of the word. Oh, how innocent of her. Nothing at all. Thinking out loud. That will get me killed one day. I don't know why I did that. Oh, Ed Sheeran, why do you do this to me? So when you say missionary, I presume you mean someone who tries to convert people to Christianity? You're correct, but not just Christianity.
I am but a humble emissary.
It is my divine task to fill the hearts of all non-believers with faith of any kind. That's also how I earned this moniker, emissary of all gods. Moniker. Guidance, belief, passion, faith. Those are just some of the ideals I wish to disseminate to the entire globe. Just thinking about those ideals fills my heart with an indescribable warmth.
How soulless.
I sensed, however, that my profession as I have described was not the first definition that came to mind for you. No, of course it was. Damn, she's good. People of our age are generally content to lower their minds into the gutter, so why should you be any different? Especially a hollow vessel such as yourself, untouched by divine grace. Dang, she called us out. To think that all my fellow candidates would be so unabashedly atheist. Okay. That's exactly what I wanted as like a flaw as well.
I shall cleanse these impurities.
The gods have clearly presented me with this challenge, such that I may compel change. Dare I ask how you knew Blaze's non-religious status? I was under the assumption that you both just met.
Dear lamb.
It is my duty to know, dear lamb. Dang! She called Sigmund a sheep. But on to more pressing matters.
What is the spirit of disturbance?
Are the whispers correct? Did the doctor fellow really say that he works on Sundays? I love this. I mean, yeah, he does work on Sundays. But that's because he has to. He's a doctor. Levitica. Oh my god. The day of the Sabbath. Yes? What's wrong with that? So she was eavesdropping on us. I love this church music, by the way, like a chapel organ playing.
Sacrilege!
Oh my god, will this thing just pass by already? It's so loud. Okay. Sacrilege! He profanes the name of our Lord and Savior. I thought you were all sorts of religions. Which one exactly? Just over half of them. Nice. Oh my god, these characters are great so far. If Levitica dies, I will cancel life. Levitica must be saved.
Whispers guide me.
The rest don't care in the slightest. What a delicate balancing act. Oh, she does seem delicate, so. To be in so tuned to the will of the gods.
You have certainly exceeded my expectations.
I expected no less from a disciple of the ultimate priest. Indeed, there was no other person as devout as he was in our holy order. It's such a shame what happened to him. It certainly was a cruel way to go.
I cannot agree.
That parasite was an evil sent by the Antichrist themselves. Like a wolf released in the dead of the night, it slaughtered the sheep in a cowardly attack befitting of such devil spawn. Oh my god, this is great! And yet, if I recall, the ultimate priest was rather insistent that the Antichrist was a certain tyrant. And perhaps he was. Nobody knew the power of tyranny more than he.
Oh, soft chiming.
But even I can see that the true Antichrist would not have died so easily. Oh my god. I'm so giddy right now. Dear Lamb, I have but one question. Why have the colors of your clothes not changed? Oh, what's this going to be about? Excuse me?
Whispers guide me.
What? Hold up, what? When I talk to people, it is routine for their clothing to change colors. Then they start to listen more eagerly to my interpretation of the Gospels. I thought you were all religions though, not just Christianity. After which they are promptly inducted into the religious flock that currently number billions. It is a tiresome task, guys. Even though we are many in number, there remain many who would foolishly forsake such guidance. This is why a failsafe was devised. So why? Why is it not working? As impressive as it sounds, it seems highly implausible. A lot of people say the same of religion itself. Before the clothing changes color. Everybody has to have their quirks. Yeah, everybody has to have their quirks. I guess this is hers about clothes changing color.
I am but a humble emissary.
Oh, I see how this is. You wish to make fun of me, do you? Perhaps suggest that I can also heal cripples by waving a stick and making a soft chiming noise. Or that I spend my days conveying relics to the monasteries of the Holy Order? How oddly specific. Well, that would be correct. I love this girl, oh my god! Both of those form parts of my expansive collection of solemn duties. However, in order to heal cripples, I need an actual staff to wave around.
I cannot agree.
Unfortunately, I did not have the foresight to take it with me. I shan't have closed my eyes to the Lord when I did. And now here I am, lost in limbo, staffless, and making a mockery of my divine position. It's only natural to forget things, though. Surely, even someone touched by divine grace could make such mistakes? And perhaps you are correct. Wait, what? Surely, even someone touched by divine grace could make such mistakes? Okay. And perhaps you are correct. However, I do not wish to make excuses for my own inadequacies. To squander so much divine energy is an unforgivable act. To abandon my staff. I shan't have closed my eyes to the Lord when I did. You just said that. Maybe I should try to take her mind off things. Shame. You know, Sigmund has a staff. So why not? Couldn't you borrow Sigmund's?
How illogical.
Don't be ridiculous. That's impossible. Sigmund's possession is just a stick. What? What do you mean, just a stick? It even has an orb attached to it. Of all the things you could have said in my defense,
Why am I not surprised?
that's what you go with? Hey, it would have convinced me. If you are done with your little squabble, the orb's design may be impressive, but its cloudiness betrays the state of its owner's mind. Like all minds that have yet to be touched by the divine grace. Regardless of your views, though, I do hope we can learn to cooperate with each other. This would, of course, be expedited by a swift conversation to any religion of your choice. Except the Church of the I found my new favorite character. Best character ever. Except the Church of the Levitating Meatball Monster, of course. Can we get just a levitating meatball monster to fly across the screen real quick? Thank you.
Do you hear it?
Not an ounce of divine energy can be found betwixt its... I can't. can't anymore. Betwixt its balls, I assure you. Right. We started backing away. Good choice. We're coming close to the end of the corridor. Perhaps the rest of the candidates are through here? Oh wait, oh, that was me. Let us find out. Blaze! Bonk!
Don't mind me.
My apologies. I didn't mean to go at you so fast. What is his voice gonna sound like? Hunt. Pardon? Hunt. That's my name. He stuck out a hand, which you gingerly shook. Just don't do that again. There's only one of me after all. The one, the only,
For the revolution!
the ultimate Hunt. What? Oh, I almost thought he was bad-mouthing me for a second. The ultimate Hunt?
Something's not right about this.
Are you saying that's your name? Huh? Yes.
Please, allow me to formally introduce myself, comrade.
Oh my god, he's got a Russian accent.
My name is Personal Trainer, and I am the ultimate hunt.
You know, this reminds me of, Shattered Hope. With Twin. My name is Twin, and I'm the ultimate chicken sandwich. I love these characters already. Nice. Nice. Sounds even more wrong. Oh wait. This is a different person. Oh wait, no. Okay, he sounds like a bit of a Hunt, so I'll just assume that's his name.
What's going on?
What are you... He leaned in so close that you could feel his breath against your skin. Now, as punishment for walking into me like a common cur,
Let's see some push-ups.
drop down and give me 20. What? I said drop down and give me 20. That's an order, comrade. Comrade? And what's up with that weird salute he gave me?
Let us delay no more.
You too, comrade thinker. It would be impertinent to saddle a comrade with all the work.
My sincerest apologies.
My apologies. But if you have a request that doesn't involve physical labor, I'd be interested. Labor, you say? I like it. Especially if you take out the U. Come again?
Fabulous work, comrade.
Oh my god. Yes, to know that I am a member of the Labour Party. This music. Oh my god, this is so good. Oh my god, I'm so excited to meet these people. Clearly, you are not above the rest of these lowly cretins. I'm saluting right now. He must be the candidate for Labour. Let me guess. You're acquainted with the ultimate tyrant?
With vigor.
Yes, of course. Many a great nation has fallen before the tyrannical fury of the mighty dictator. I ran out of breath there. I was at his side the whole time.
For the Great British Empire!
British? He even made me the head of all operations in the Great British Empire, the place of our central command post. He's a personal trainer, though. That music. That was really a thing? Come to think of it, are you British? No, he can't be. Your accent makes it, Was Britain always so... this?
Please.
No, I am not British. I understand the accent doesn't exactly help, but there was the ultimate tyrant himself who took quite a liking to Britain. Why, one of our grandest buildings is right there in the heartland. You should drop by sometime and I'll show you around.
For the revolution!
The views are fabulous.
Oh, poppycock.
But, it seems that neither of you... I'm not gonna read that. And what? Oh no. Oh no. Is it messed up that I think I know what he's gonna say?
Preposterous!
Oh, okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm such a terrible person for even thinking the other thing. You're an insubordinate lout who can't even do 20 push-ups for starters. Why, it's as if you've never served a day of military service in your life. I haven't, though.
That only makes sense.
I was designated to the classroom, so that's where I ended up instead. Insubordination, classrooms, and a country without compulsory military service.
What rubbish!
Don't tell me. You were acquainted with the late ultimate puzzler? Yes, I was his teacher. What?
Preposterous!
You look to be about the same age. Where I come from, something like age doesn't really matter. If you have the skill to do something such as teaching, they wouldn't even mind letting a 5-year-old teach a classroom full of adults. Really? Oh. You know what that reminds me of? If any of y'all have watched Disney XD, there's a show called Mr. Young, where it's basically this very young kid, I think he was 12 or something, that became a professor or like a high school teacher or whatever. I don't know. Yes. The memories. Interesting.
Interesting.
I was under the impression that the world's empires and individual sovereign states had more uniformly identical systems. Yes, our uniforms were indeed identical.
How foolish.
That's not what I meant. As were our systems of physical labor, capability over age, and from each according to their own. I'm also surprised you're able to point out the puzzler's age similarity. I was often told that he looked considerably younger than me. And still am.
How revolutionary.
Well, they say we in the Labour Party are great at sizing people up. It helps to be able to identify your own premium quality slave.
Silence, slave!
I'm starting to not like this guy. But enough of this load of tosh. Have you no shame? Excuse me? Who do you think you are? teaching your protege, that ultimate puzzler, to disobey direct orders from our supreme leader? He did it of his own accord. What the heck?
What rubbish!
Rubbish! Are you saying that we learn nothing from our teachers? A large part of me exists only by the benevolence of our supreme leader. Yet he wasn't that convincing.
That only makes sense.
Literally everyone refused to be a slave, so you can't just blame my pupil.
Allow me to retract my statement.
Indeed, you are correct. Perhaps I spoke out of turn.
Let us delay no more.
I shall make amends by providing you with an ongoing supply of tea and biscuits once we get out of here. No, that's, fine. It really wasn't a big deal. The thought of tea and biscuits on a Friday morning, though. The appeal is certainly there. Ask me... Why did I add some phlegm there? Ask me anything. Anything? Yes, anything. Oh my god, what are the choices going to be for this? I have to. I have to. It's too great. Oh my god, it's too great. About the birds and the bees. He's gonna go literal on this, isn't he? Are you messing with me?
Silence, slave!
There's no way you don't already know at your age. I also can't believe I'm actually asking this. You better believe it, because I made you ask it. It is great, thank you very much. And you're a teacher for... Wait. And you're a teacher for crying out loud.
I asked a question.
Yes. And a teacher always expects their questions to be answered. Oof.
What would Freud say?
Well. I see you're already playing the teacher card. Will you sneak a little brighter? Okay, listen up, slave. When two people love each other very much, they engage in this ritual called... You find yourself leaning forward. I love this game! You find yourself leaning forward in anticipation. Biscuits and chill. Biscuits and chill? You wouldn't understand. It's a British thing. Is it really?
How foolish.
This sounds positively ridiculous.
Just you watch.
Oh ho! But people often say the same thing about my... God, no. Maybe the story for another time. God. I regret nothing. I regret nothing. My own teacher used to say that you can learn a lot from people by asking them stupid questions. It seems that in this case, he was both right and so very wrong. Oh my god. Well, I think that's enough excitement for all of us. I must continue the recruitment drive post-haste.
For the great British Empire.
By Jove, I will be successful at least once today, or my name isn't Rommel. Your name's Rommel? He stomped off in a huff before he could say anything. Your name isn't Rommel, though?
How enlightening.
Hunt is certainly an interesting fellow. I think all the candidates are. Oh wait, I think all the candidates are. I feel positively normal in comparison, and that's saying something. A reasonable observation given the circumstances. Sorry. However, it is important to see normality for what it is.
This is but a social construct.
I love social constructs. A mere construct firmly rooted in the company you keep. Yes, but... Jeez. The hell is wrong with you scrubs? You sound like you were arguing. And at times like that, there's only one solution. We must all band together. And surrender at 20. What? What do you mean surrender at 20? Also, I love the different colored eyes.
Just kidding.
Just kidding. You should have seen the look on your faces. He's a jokester. And a fine hello to you too.
Something's not right about this.
You look familiar. Have I met... Oh wait, you look familiar. Have I met you before? Probs. But since you don't seem sure, I'm left with no choice.
Allow me to show you pure greatness in human form. My name is Zeke, and I'm the ultimate esports gamer.
Nice.
Pleased to beat you. Just kidding.
Seems like a fun character. Hi Zeke. I'm Blaze, the ultimate teacher. Teacher, you say?
So much hard CC.
You mean the people who always try to confiscate my laptop in class? My sworn enemies? Well, maybe you shouldn't be playing games in class. Ever thought of that?
Scrub.
Boo, hiss, what a killjoy. I bet you're just like the rest of them. In his defense, he's an ultimate. And you don't become an ultimate by just being an ordinary, run-of-the-mill scholar, or in your case, gamer. I presume the same would apply to a person in the position of ultimate teacher.
Wow.
True that. I guess it's fun trying to team fight while also dodging the teacher's skill shots IRL. It's just another challenge, really. Every day there's someone new trying to unseat me from my #1 spot. You know, salt's kind of like fingerprints. What?
Let me pretend I understand.
The texture's different for every person, or something like that.
I see.
So you're some bigwig in the esports scene? If by bigwig, you mean everyone's heard of me and wants me to sign their Mimo... their Mimo hat, then sure. And before you ask, they respect me because I don't follow
So
the
passive.
meta. The meta. Ugh. The meta. Meta. His body visibly shuddered as the word passed through his lips. Right. I take it that you're related to,
That only makes sense.
the comedian? He was in entertainment too, if I'm not mistaken.
What an unbelievable 200 IQ strat.
You got that big brain energy, boy. Wowzers. I hope you didn't strain your mental faculties too hard there, old man. Old man? Old man? Oh man. Lel. Lel, but you're right. Everyone knew us as titans in the entertainment industry, with me as a great leader and him as a great feat.
Something's not right about this.
Hold on, but wasn't he the great family leader? Kick. Who said anything about a great family?
Why am I not surprised?
He's got you there. I don't need the running commentary, thanks, Peanut Gallery. But speaking of great families, now you stand to succeed him as the head of the entertainment itself. He must have been close to you, right? Pardon me for saying so, but you don't seem at all that torn up over his death.
Wow, that's old.
Kech. Ever play in time to mourn? Honest. Besides, people who are trash at video games are a dime a dozen. Just kidding. Just kidding. It's a joke. I'm beginning to see why gamers have such bad rap. Oh, Blaze. I mean, you're right, but Blaze. You said you're a teacher, am I right? I love the little, like the am I right thing. Oh, whoops. What was that last part? Then you wouldn't mind if I quizzed you on something? Just for you, Blaze. I've already asked Mr. Edgy Stick Lord his... Edgy Stick Lord his questions. Indeed, you have. Call me that again. Put shame on me. Edgy Stick Lord, let me be Edgy Stick Lord for you. I don't like the sound of this. Go ahead.
That deserves a nerf.
Make sure you think long and hard about this. If you answer wrong, I might have to kill you. Foreshadowing much? Just kidding. In a video game, what is the most important thing that a player must do? None of these are good answers. I want a funny one. Avoid tilting your teammates? Wow, a legit response. Maybe you're not senile yet. Oh, for crying out loud, I'm your age. I play video games too. And there we have it. The reason why your response is wrong. Oof. What? That doesn't make any sense.
What a questionable play.
Avoid tilting your teammates? How boring. Everyone knows that games are so much more exciting when your team is tilted off the face of the planet. How can you talk? You're 0-10-0, they'd say. I take it you thrive off challenges? Ha! A gamer cannot call themselves a gamer unless they go all in for the challenge. A situation where your own team hates you even more than the enemy. Where you're team fighting at half their power. I live to turn those situations around. And it works after all. I haven't lost a competitive match in 10 years.
Yep.
Or was it 15? I don't know. I lost my ability to count. Anyway, I'm done talking. My brain cells need time to respawn after that. And no,
Okay, thanks.
I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. And just like that, you found yourself alone with Sigmund once more. You were smiling, weren't you? Me? Why would I have been smiling? Perhaps Zeke's obstructive nature reminded you of the classroom. If you don't mind me asking, just what was your student like exactly? The ultimate puzzler of yours? Don't feel like journeying your way to the answer?
Possibilities
There
are
are some
endless.
There are some questions that can only be answered by inquiry. An inflexible methodology is never something to be celebrated. I don't remember much about him. About the specific experiences we shared. But I do remember the raw pain and feeling of complete emptiness that followed his death. Oh. It seems the bond you shared was very powerful indeed. The brain never forgets, Blaze. Not truly. This is just one of many marvels revolving around the human condition. Who are you? You have cat ears. Glasses, green hair, green eyes. Excuse me. Is something the matter? I noticed you were both talking, so I simply bided my time.
How predictable.
Congratulations on meeting that group weirdo, though. I don't know. I'm having a hard time deciding. Ah, Blaze. You're about to meet one of the first people to awaken after the kidnapping incident.
How enlightening.
They say the experience changed her forever. Oh, Florence. I see you have retained your penchant for melodrama. Wait. I see you have retained your penchant for melodrama, Sigmund. The scouting program could not have rounded up for a more peculiar assortment of ultimates for their top batch. The precise constitution of peculiar is a matter of which learned minds may differ.
Thinking.
Considering your accomplishments, I trust that you understand the premise of subjectivity. But of course,
Such finesse.
you certainly have a way with your words, Sigmund. And that's notwithstanding your impeccable timing. I have the perfect fate lined up for your companion there, the one who served up to me on a silver platter. Yes, he shall be my next victim.
What was that supposed to mean?
What? Is this some kind of joke?
What a typical dumbbell.
Nice. Someone like me wouldn't make that type of pointless joke. Now, let's see. Will you be stolen from, or made into the victim of indecent exposure? The hell? And if so, would it be from a man or a woman? Perhaps both? What the fuck is going on here? Or perhaps a crowd of men and women, with you as the only witness? Huh?
How impertinent of me.
Wait, what? It's like a British.
Contextualization was never my forte, you see.
Contextualization was never my forte, you see.
My name is Florence. I'm the ultimate crime fiction novelist.
Oh, okay. I like that. I don't like her attitude, though. I'm caught off guard by her. And I'm Blaze, the ultimate teacher. Wait, the Florence? I think I've heard of you.
How impressive.
I'm glad that my reputation seems to be preceding me.
Yeah. That was a mistake.
It's a shame that none of your novels were selected for the standardized English syllabus. Tell me, Blaze, why do we read? Are we not driven by the desire to delve into fantastical situations? To jump into worlds quite unlike our own?
Ridiculous custom.
Why would anyone write about something so droll that it fails to plumb the depths of fiction? You seem to be preaching to the choir, Florence. I'm simply making my case.
This is an insult.
Those boffins at the board wouldn't know true art if it rifled loudly through their pockets. Now remind me, To whom does the board answer?
That only makes sense.
The head of education?
Call it a hunch,
Precisely.
if you will.
I'll be counting on you when we succeed, Blaze. To offer a reasonable choice between murder and crime so heinous, your spine will literally tingle while reading about them. Even still, I think it'll be hard to match the underlying appeal of a good murder mystery.
How petty.
Such a narrow worldview. It reminds me a lot of the Ultimate Writer. He didn't understand either, yet we corresponded nevertheless. Fancy having a pen pal in this day and age. He was never really a fan of murder mysteries, but the murders he wrote about still fascinated me.
Such finesse.
Of course, his other stories were quite intriguing too. The audiobook? I think I caught a few older students in my class reading it when it got released. They got quite, oh my god. For your sake, I hope they... Oh my god, I can't anymore with this. It's always fascinating to track the movement of societal tolerance.
What would Freud say?
Why, only mere decades ago, such a novel would have violated every conceivable norm. And yet, it remains the first of its kind to enjoy such immense success. A popular story is driven by novelty, my dear. For instance, consider the realm of murder mystery.
How predictable.
With the legalization of murder, it is only inevitable that domestic sales for murder mysteries would plummet dramatically. Oh! It just hit me.
A brilliant contribution.
Is that why you don't focus on murder mysteries? Blaze, 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 blaze. You're only now connecting the dots. Granted, it's not the only reason, but it is certainly an operant one.
Something's not right about this.
But to a foreigner like me, the thought of your next-door neighbor suddenly deciding to kill you with zero consequences. I see you are unaware of its conditional nature. Guns and other weapons of range are strictly prohibited. And of course, the would-be killer must register for a permit, after which many rounds of mandatory counseling take place.
What a novel idea.
You'd be surprised how remarkably this works. Only the lowest of the low get punished. Society is cleaned up, and our homicide rate is the jewel of the world. Fancy this, getting rid of the human filth that would otherwise be unpunished.
How enlightening.
Perhaps a similar approach is warranted in the intellectual world. I'm struggling to speak. Please no. I should probably steer the conversation away from this topic. Why? That's great. None of these are great. Let's talk about Zeke. What do you think of Zeke? You seem to have already taken an interest in him. People like him are annoying.
How tiresome.
That is Celeste. I wish they just died. You can't honestly mean that. I'm half joking, of course. Half joking? She has a weird idea of what counts as a joke. Just while we are discussing esports, do you know that there is almost no online toxicity in my country? Oh? Yes, nobody insulting each other's mothers calling each other slow, cigarettes, or bundles of sticks. Nothing. You see, whenever you speak or write, your name, a photo, and GPS coordinates are pinged out to every other member of your team.
Such finesse.
It's a responsibilizing mechanism that ensures that everyone stands by what they say. Wow. That's an invasion of privacy. Yeah, exactly. I should also mention that the photo comes enclosed with an x-ray that lists any pre-existing medical conditions which the person may have. What the fuck? Okay, that might be taking it a bit too far. Yeah?
Novel idea.
Besides, even if you ignore the counseling requirement, there are other mechanisms in place to protect those who may be classified as an ideal victim. I take it you play video games then? Huh? Can't get enough of them. You see?
Video games.
Yes. You see, the writing of a novel is not the only way one can lose themselves to the tapping of keys. What's your specialty? I have a particular fondness for the cyborg class, though I dabble with ninjas on the side. Anything that makes judicious use of thrown weapons will do. I usually play anything in the support category. I prefer to sit back and observe.
How delightfully murderous.
Unsurprising. You are a teacher after all. What does that have to do with anything? But what if there was a hybrid class that had both your preferences? Can you imagine the possibilities? Don't be ridiculous.
How unrefined.
There's no such thing as a cyborg ninja. Anyhow, I think I'd prefer to be left alone for now. And just like that, she turned her back to us and walked off. Legalized murder, huh?
Thinking.
There we go. There it is. Certainly a novel concept in more ways than one. Yes, but it's still hard to believe that there are countries out there that would actually allow that. Let us pursue that thought at a different time.
My logic is infallible.
It would be rude to keep a gentleman waiting. What? Okay. In that case, I think that's a good place to leave the episode. So, today we learned about Levitica, Zeke, Hunt or Rommel, and Florence. And so far, I believe we still have 8 more characters to go if there's only 16. So, I believe this is a good place to stop. Part 3 will come out in a little bit, maybe like in 2 days. So, if you like what you see, make sure you hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you want. And I will be back with another episode later. On that note, peace out.